I wore pajamas for this video, and it definitely wasn't because I didn't want to put pants on. Hey guys, Olo, I am Crown Channings, and today, as you might have saw for the channel, I'm going to be talking about my opinions on why the DC movies, as of now, this year, 2019, why the movies aren't succeeding as much as Marvel's. And it isn't because of who came first, the chicken or the egg. It's because of a different thing. And I know a lot of comic book connoisseurs may or may not be watching this, and I'm not coming after you. I don't want to seem fake. That isn't my job. But to be honest, I just want to give my own opinions, and it doesn't matter if I'm a girl or not. And I'm not here to attack anyone. I may or may not go into certain lores and stuff like that. We don't know. I just want to talk about how I think the movies could be done better on DC's side. And to be honest, I really love the Marvel movies, but I do not like the DC movies, and which is the whole point of videos. But I don't like the Marvel's comic books that much. I like DC's comic books better than I like Marvel's. Marvel's, some of their backstory, especially like hint hint when going Spider-Man, is a little too much sometimes, which isn't to say DC isn't. It's just I prefer I prefer DC's comics. Cause it's just, there's more to it. I kind of like the grit, and I really like DC's TV shows as well. Marvel's TV shows don't typically do that well. Some spoilers in it, by the way, about comic books, whatever. Like in the Civil War movie for Marvel's Civil War movie, with all the Avengers turning against each other and all. I know in the comics it was a much different story. It was about if superheroes should be reveal their identity to the government or not, and there's a whole thing about Spider-Man changing sides, and there's a thing, and I was honestly expecting in the movie for Iron Man to kill Captain America because that's what happened in the comics. It didn't, but I actually kind of liked the movie. So where the DC movies went completely wrong is that they tried to make everyone a family before anything could happen. And you're like, oh, the Avengers movie did that in the first one, and kind of, but theirs was better because of the whole Coulson dying and Nick Fury pushing them as a group, because they had a lot of conflict before, whenever everyone's like, I don't trust you, you're a liar, you're just an immoral person, the thing between Steve and Tony, the thing between them all, and the Hulk being upset because he feels like they're losing it. All vital reasons, all important things that happen, all very true, and they all have good points, right? I'm not saying DC movies didn't, I'm just saying I'm talking about the Avengers movie. And the thing is, Coulson had to die, which Nick Fury even explained himself, and a bunch of terrible things had to happen before the group could finally realize that they should work together. They never said, oh, we're a family now, I love you guys. No, to be honest, they weren't even a team in the next movie, and then they split up after that. They were toxic towards each other sometimes. But the thing is, you care more about this group than you do about Justice League or Suicide Squad, because they didn't try to grab the family, we're a family now idea and push it down your throat. Because who cares about that, honestly? I just met these characters less than an hour ago, and then you're trying to tell me they're a family now? Especially Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad was going to be a really great anti-hero movie. But then they made them all too goody two-shoes. All of them, honestly. And Joker's a great example of that. And then at the end, that guy died or something? Yeah, I think he died. And he's like, I'm protecting my family now. You guys didn't even like each other. Like, an hour in, like, the actual universe. You guys didn't even like each other. You didn't want to be around each other the last hour. What happened between the hour other than some stupid goddess was like, you're gonna listen to me? Excuse you, I'm talking. I was just like, you're gonna listen to me. And everyone's like, oh no, she's actually gonna destroy the universe that we want to destroy. Guess we gotta stop her because we want to do it first. Other than that, there was like no reason that they should stick together or want to stick together at all. There's like no point in them being a family. Because if I just made unless there's some sort of special connection, and if there was, they need to show it better in the movies. Because if I go out in the real world right now, and I find like 4 or 5 people, and we have to save the universe together, there is no way within the next day or night of that adventure, we're gonna be a family, man. No. We're not going to like each other. We're going to hate each other probably because of the intense, stressful situation that's going on around each other. We're not going to care. Now, for the Justice League movie, it was sort of the same thing where they tried to push the family thing, but they didn't have to say, we're a family now. At least I don't think they did. And it's just, they also gave them too strong of a villain to deal with. And you're like, oh, the first Avengers movie, it was a really tough villain. Yeah, but it was an army. It wasn't the most feared and hateful creature in the entire universe of that place. Because in DC Universe, Doomsday, which I assume they were fighting, because you never know with the movies. You can't even tell who the villains are half the time. Even in Batman versus Superman, you couldn't tell exactly who that was. It just looked wrong. It's too strong of a villain. Somebody's already, like, Loki was just trying to take over the world to rule it, and Doomsday was trying to kill everyone, destroy everyone. They had to wait till like the 7th or 8th movie to get to Thanos, and he succeeded. In short and long, DC needs to worry not really about banter and stuff like that among the characters, but then you need to have them have more of a realistic relationship where you actually want to see the movies progress because you want to see how much closer you're getting. So that's my point of view, that's my thought process, and I thought you guys would enjoy watching or hearing about this. So why don't you guys tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section below. You can tell me in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. So why don't you join the ride and subscribe. Bye.